Seniors. Eat bananas like this to sleep all night without nighttime urination. Elderly health. A pervasive issue quietly undermining the restorative sleep of countless seniors across the globe is often attributed to the most innocent of evening rituals, the consumption of a simple fruit. Many cherished elders, with the best intentions for their health and well-being, believe they are making a wholesome choice by indulging in a post-dinner snack of fruit. However, this seemingly benign habit can, in an ironic twist, be the very root cause of their frequent nocturnal awakenings, particularly around the unsettling hours of 2 or 3 a.m., compelling them to make an unwelcome journey to the bathroom precisely when their bodies should be immersed in the profound depths of restorative sleep. As a medical professional, I have encountered an alarming number of older individuals, hailing from bustling metropolises like Delhi to vibrant urban centers such as Dallas, who express genuine astonishment and disbelief upon learning the intricate truth behind their disrupted nights. Their initial assumptions often point fingers at the inevitable march of age, the challenges associated with prostate health, or a perceived weakness in their bladder function. Yet the true instigator of their sleeplessness, the insidious trigger for their interrupted rest, lay discreetly concealed within the confines of their very own dinner plate. This discourse aims to unveil the precise methodology for incorporating bananas into the evening routine in a manner that not only facilitates peaceful, uninterrupted sleep throughout the entire night, but also effectively mitigates the frustrating and recurrent need for nighttime urination. Our focus here transcends the realm of conventional medicine, delving instead into the art of harnessing nature's bountiful offerings, utilizing specific foods with meticulous timing and discerning application, thereby granting both the bladder and the mind the profound and uninterrupted repose they so rightfully deserve. Before we embark on this illuminating journey, a warm invitation is extended to share your current location and the present time in the comments section below. Every single response is carefully read, and indeed, your personal narrative holds significant value in fostering a collective understanding. Furthermore, should you possess a vested interest in acquiring straightforward, scientifically substantiated recommendations aimed at significantly enhancing your health and overall vitality beyond the age of 65, an earnest encouragement is offered to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell, ensuring that you remain perpetually informed about every forthcoming gentle adjustment that possesses the transformative potential to revolutionize your nights and restore their tranquil essence. One of the most profound physiological shifts contributing to the prevalent issue of nighttime urination among seniors is the natural decline in the production of the antidiuretic hormone, vasopressin, a crucial endogenous regulator, which typically begins to manifest after the age of 60. This remarkable hormone plays an indispensable central role in orchestrating the kidney's capacity to significantly reduce urine production during the nocturnal hours. In the prime of our youth, vasopressin operates with robust efficiency during periods of sleep, diligently instructing the kidneys to adopt a more measured and gentle pace in their filtering activities, thereby enabling an unbroken restorative slumber. However, as the graceful process of aging unfolds, this finely tuned internal signal progressively wanes in its potency. Consequently, the kidneys, in the absence of a sufficiently strong hormonal directive, persist in filtering bodily fluids with an activity level that approximates their daytime operations, leading to an accelerated accumulation of urine within the bladder, often far sooner than the body is prepared for or expects. This phenomenon can be likened to preparing for a full night's undisturbed repose after a satisfying evening meal, only to find oneself abruptly roused from sleep within a mere handful of hours by an insistent, urgent sensation compelling a visit to the restroom. It is crucial to understand that this is not necessarily an indication of a failing physiological system, but rather a clear testament to an internal chronometer that has subtly but significantly recalibrated its timing. The reassuring implication here is that through thoughtful and deliberate adjustments to one's evening habits and lifestyle choices, it remains entirely possible to harmoniously realign with the body's intrinsic circadian rhythms, fostering a return to more peaceful nights. Parallel to the hormonal shifts, another significant factor contributing to nocturnal urination is the increased sensitivity and diminished capacity of the bladder itself. In the earlier stages of life, a healthy, resilient bladder could comfortably accommodate a substantial volume, typically ranging between 400 to 500 milliliters of fluid, before initiating a definitive and undeniable signal to the brain indicating the need for urination. For a considerable number of seniors, this functional capacity unfortunately experiences a noticeable reduction, sometimes plummeting to as little as 150 milliliters, which is scarcely equivalent to half a standard glass of water. This marked decrease in volumetric tolerance implies that even a comparatively modest quantity of urine can prematurely trigger an intense sensation of urgency, demanding immediate attention. Consider, for instance, the experience of an elderly individual residing in Jaipur who partakes of merely a single cup of soothing herbal tea at 8 p.m. and yet consistently finds themselves roused from sleep twice or more during the night. In such instances, the bladder is not inherently weak. Rather, its heightened sensitivity means it is now transmitting urgent messages to the brain far earlier and with greater insistence than it once did. By consciously moderating the intake of fluids during the late evening hours and deliberately cultivating a calm, relatively empty state of the bladder prior to retiring for the night, it becomes entirely feasible to diminish the frequency and intensity of these false alarms. This approach is fundamentally about gentle physiological conditioning and mindful adaptation, rather than imposing any forceful restrictions, thereby allowing the body to gradually relearn the ability to comfortably prolong the intervals between urination. Furthermore, the natural aging process brings about a slower, more deliberate rate of kidney filtration. The intricate filtering units within the kidneys, known as nephrons, which are responsible for purifying the blood, tend to operate with reduced efficiency as we advance in years. This phenomenon is not indicative of a pathological condition, but is rather an inherent expected component of physiological aging. Consequently, bodily fluids may circulate for extended durations within the system before being adequately processed and expelled. A particularly relevant scenario arises when one transitions to a horizontal position for sleep at night. The fluid that has naturally accumulated in the lower extremities, such as the legs and other lower parts of the body during the day, begins to gradually redistribute and flow back into the bloodstream. This sudden influx of fluid presents the kidneys with an unexpected and substantial workload precisely when they should be preparing for a period of reduced activity. In response, they invariably produce a surge of urine, often at the most inopportune moment for maintaining uninterrupted sleep. For example, an esteemed uncle from Chennai, who habitually spends prolonged hours seated during the day, may not consciously perceive any noticeable swelling in his feet. However, the precise instant he reclines horizontally, this previously sequestered fluid, now mobilized, is efficiently channeled for processing by the kidneys. Simple, gentle evening activities such as a leisurely walk, mild leg exercises designed to encourage circulation, and the practice of elevating the legs for a brief period before bedtime can significantly alleviate this fluid shift, thereby mitigating the sudden burden placed upon the kidneys and substantially reducing nocturnal urine production. Beyond these intrinsic physiological changes, conscious late drinking and eating habits represent another potent contributor to nighttime urination. In numerous homes across India, the evening often concludes with culturally comforting culinary traditions, such as a wholesome bowl of dal, a small serving of invigorating rasam, or a refreshing slice of fruit consumed after the main dinner. While these selections are often perceived as light, nourishing, and conducive to good health, they all, without exception, contribute additional fluid load to the body just before the crucial period of sleep. Beverages like green tea, milk, various soups, and high water content fruits such as watermelon stealthily and cumulatively increase the volume within the bladder. A poignant recollection involves a retired teacher in Pune who once confided that her customary 9 p.m. ginger tea, intended as a relaxing ritual, unfailingly led to her waking at 2 a.m. by simply rescheduling her tea consumption to 6 p.m. and strictly curtailing her evening fluid intake to a mere few sips. She remarkably began to experience uninterrupted sleep for periods of 5 to 6 hours. The fundamental lesson gleaned from this experience is remarkably straightforward. The substantial majority of one's daily water consumption should optimally occur before 4 p.m., with a deliberate and minimal intake reserved for the hours following sunset. The repercussions of frequent nocturnal awakenings extend far beyond mere inconvenience, profoundly impacting not only the quality of rest, but also the intricate balance of cardiovascular health. Interrupted sleep cycles, particularly those that fragment the vital deep stages of sleep, can precipitate noticeable fluctuations in blood pressure, place an increased and undesirable strain on the heart during the nocturnal period, and regrettably even elevate the intrinsic risk of debilitating falls or cerebrovascular accidents such as strokes. Picture the disorienting scenario of waking abruptly in the dark, compelled by an urgent need to rush to the toilet, only to experience an alarming sensation of dizziness or lightheadedness. This precarious moment is tragically when many seniors inadvertently suffer unfortunate slips, painful falls, or dangerous sudden spikes in blood pressure. Consequently, safeguarding the sanctity of uninterrupted sleep transcends the realm of mere comfort. It unequivocally functions as a vital protective shield for both the heart and the brain. By conscientiously managing the timing and volume of fluid intake, these subtle yet pervasive risks are substantially diminished, affording the body the profound and essential recovery it so desperately requires each and every night. In summation, the complex phenomenon of nighttime urination in seniors is seldom attributable to a singular isolated issue. More often, it emerges as a multifaceted interplay, a confluence of natural, age-related physiological transformations synergistically combined with subtle, yet cumulatively impactful daily habits. While the bladder and kidneys may indeed exhibit heightened sensitivity in later years, they are by no means beyond the scope of effective intervention and gentle support. Through a deeper understanding of the body's evolving physiological dynamics and the implementation of thoughtful, gentle adjustments, such as strategically shifting fluid intake to earlier in the day, consciously limiting high water content foods in the evening, and incorporating mild physical activity into the evening routine, it is entirely possible to reclaim extended, peaceful stretches of uninterrupted sleep. This holistic approach is not about a futile battle against the inexorable march of age, but rather about cultivating a harmonious partnership with it, ensuring that your nights are once again infused with tranquility and your mornings greet you with renewed vigor and profound mental clarity. Turning our attention to the remarkable banana, science offers compelling insights into its unique attributes that render it a powerful ally in the quest for improved sleep. Firstly, one of the most understated yet significant advantages of a perfectly ripe banana lies in its inherently low acidity, a striking contrast to the more acidic profiles of fruits such as oranges, pineapples, or raw tomatoes. For seniors, this particular characteristic translates into a profound benefit. It avoids any potential irritation to the delicate internal lining of the bladder, which, after the age of 60, often becomes considerably more sensitive. Envision ending your day with a fruit that genuinely soothes and calms, rather than stimulating or stinging the body's sensitive internal membranes. In many traditional Indian households, it is a common practice to consume acidic fruits after dinner, under the misguided belief that their lightness contributes to digestion. However, these very fruits frequently trigger an unwelcome nocturnal urgency. Bananas, with their gentle, non-acidic nature, adeptly circumvent this problem, allowing the bladder to remain in a state of tranquil repose. The simple, conscious decision to select a banana over a more acidic fruit option can indeed represent the pivotal difference between experiencing an entire night of peaceful, unbroken slumber and enduring 2 or more disruptive awakenings before the first hints of dawn. Secondly, the humble banana is an exceptional source of potassium, with a medium-sized fruit, typically delivering approximately 400 milligrams of this vital mineral, which quietly yet powerfully contributes to the relaxation of smooth muscles throughout the body, including the crucial muscular components within the bladder wall. When these involuntary muscles are maintained in a relaxed state, they are far less prone to sending superfluous or premature urgent signals to the brain, particularly when the bladder is only partially filled. For an elder residing in Lucknow, for instance, who frequently contends with bothersome false urges to urinate during the night, this unassuming mineral can emerge as a silent, yet extraordinarily effective, physiological assistant. Incorporating a banana into the early evening dietary regimen not only significantly bolsters overall muscle health, but also contributes to the critical balance of electrolytes, a factor of paramount importance for individuals diligently managing their blood pressure levels. This entirely natural and remarkably gentle dietary strategy effectively diminishes the insistent need for late-night bathroom excursions, thereby progressively restoring the body's intrinsic and essential rest cycle to its optimal undisturbed state. Thirdly, bananas generously provide a gentle yet efficacious dose of magnesium, a mineral widely recognized for its profound calming influence on the nervous system. In the context of older age, the intricate network of nerves responsible for regulating bladder function can regrettably become overactive, erroneously transmitting signals even when there is no genuine physiological necessity. Magnesium, in this scenario, functions much like a reassuring, friendly hand gently placed upon the shoulder, effectively prompting these overstimulated nerves to settle down and adopt a more quiescent state. For seniors who frequently contend with a restless, agitated mind as bedtime approaches, magnesium also possesses the remarkable capacity to alleviate generalized tension and anxiety, thereby significantly facilitating an easier and smoother transition into the profound depths of restorative sleep. A poignant anecdote shared by a grandmother in Pune vividly illustrates this point. She recounted that the simple inclusion of a single banana at 6:01 p.m. rendered her evenings markedly calmer and her nights noticeably less fragmented by awakenings. This beneficial outcome is not the result of some mystical enchantment. It is, quite simply, the body receiving precisely what it quietly and intrinsically requires for optimal function and serenity. Fourthly, bananas are a natural repository of tryptophan, an essential amino acid that serves as a fundamental precursor for the endogenous synthesis of serotonin and melatonin, two critically important neurochemicals that act as the body's innate regulators of mood and sleep architecture. In the later stages of life, the natural production of these vital chemical messengers can regrettably diminish, leading to a shallower, more easily disturbed, and less profoundly restorative quality of sleep. By consistently supplying this essential tryptophan, bananas actively assist the brain in synthesizing the calming neurotransmitters that are indispensable for fostering a smooth and effortless transition into deep regenerative sleep. For an individual in Delhi, for example, whose sleep is perpetually interrupted by even the slightest environmental sound, this dietary intervention can genuinely differentiate between an entire night spent restlessly tossing and turning in bed and achieving an unbroken, profound slumber that extends seamlessly until the morning. When consumed at the appropriately designated time, a banana can thus become an integral component of a gentle, entirely natural preparatory ritual designed to induce profoundly restful and restorative sleep. Fifthly, the natural sugars present in bananas are remarkably easy for the body to digest and absorb, a distinct advantage over heavier desserts or complex or carbohydrate-laden snacks. This inherent digestibility translates into a considerably reduced workload for the digestive system during the late evening hours, and consequently exerts less upward pressure on the bladder from a heavily distended stomach. Seniors often tend to inadvertently underestimate the significant extent to which indigestion and gastrointestinal discomfort can surreptitiously contribute to the prevalence of nighttime urination. By judiciously substituting a heavy, late evening snack with a perfectly ripe banana, the digestive process becomes notably lighter and less taxing, thereby sparing the bladder from unnecessary irritation and undue pressure. In Chennai, a charming elderly couple made the simple yet transformative decision to replace their traditional post-dinner halwa with bananas, and they subsequently observed not only a dramatic improvement in their sleep patterns, but also experienced significantly lighter and more energetic mornings. A compelling real-life testament to the efficacy of this simple practice is encapsulated in Lakshmi's story. Lakshmi, a distinguished 68-year-old retired school teacher hailing from Coimbatore, had for many arduous years resigned herself to the frustrating reality of waking up at least twice every single night. She had, like many of her peers, come to believe that this persistent nocturnal disturbance was an unavoidable and inevitable facet of the aging process. However, upon being enlightened about the precise timing and manifold benefits associated with banana consumption, she decided to tentatively experiment, incorporating one ripe banana into her routine at 6:30 p.m., scrupulously avoiding any subsequent intake of tea or milk. With remarkable swiftness, within the span of just 1 week, she found herself experiencing the profound luxury of 6 consecutive hours of uninterrupted sleep, a truly unprecedented feat in many years. Her mornings thereafter felt distinctly fresher. The persistent heaviness in her legs had noticeably dissipated, and her overall disposition became remarkably brighter and more optimistic. She frequently articulates her astonishment, stating, "I never thought something so incredibly simple could so profoundly restore my nights to me." This seemingly minor dietary adjustment singularly transformed her daily energy levels, all without the necessity of any pharmaceutical interventions whatsoever. Indeed, bananas transcend their identity as mere fruit on the table. They emerge as a thoughtful and gentle gift, specifically bestowed upon the bladder, the heart, and the mind. They demand no elaborate culinary preparation, require no specialized storage conditions, and certainly do not necessitate any exorbitant financial outlay. Their profound benefits are unlocked through nothing more than meticulous timing and a modicum of conscious awareness. For seniors residing across the diverse landscape of India, from the serene, cool hills of Shimla to the bustling, vibrant lanes of Mumbai, this represents a remarkably accessible and easily integrated habit that can seamlessly fit into the rhythms of daily life. Consuming a banana in the meticulously prescribed manner is not about imposing stringent restrictions. Rather, it embodies the essence of achieving physiological harmony, working synergistically with your body's innate requirements, rather than in opposition to them. In profound reciprocity, your nights possess the potential to regain their serene tranquility, and your mornings can once again burst forth with an invigorating sense of energy and crystal clear lucidity. To truly unlock the banana's potential for uninterrupted sleep, the how is as crucial as the what. The best time to enjoy a banana for the vast majority of seniors is critically important, perhaps even more so than the fruit itself. The optimal window for indulging in this beneficial fruit extends from approximately 5 to 6 p.m. or, alternatively, about 1 hour after the completion of an early dinner. This specific timing affords your body ample opportunity to efficiently digest the fruit and thoroughly absorb its valuable nutrients well before the intended bedtime, without simultaneously imposing any additional or unnecessary load upon your bladder. Consuming a banana too late in the evening, particularly after 7:30 p.m., runs the significant risk of ensuring that your kidneys and bladder remain actively engaged in processing fluids precisely when your body should be sinking into the profound depths of restorative sleep. In the comforting milieu of Indian homes, evenings are frequently characterized by leisurely tea rituals, an assortment of light snacks, and engaging heartfelt conversations. Deliberately integrating a banana as a consistent part of this gentle, early evening routine proves to be both a practical and highly effective strategy for cultivating significantly improved rest and nocturnal tranquility. Regarding the appropriate quantity, it is a fundamental principle that when it comes to bananas, more is emphatically not always better. A single medium-sized banana, typically weighing between 120 to 150 grams, is entirely sufficient to deliver a rich array of beneficial potassium, magnesium, and natural sugars without concurrently overwhelming your delicate digestive system. Seniors, with commendable intentions, sometimes harbor the misconception that consuming 2 or even 3 bananas will somehow exponentially multiply the health benefits. However, such an approach frequently culminates in an unwelcome sensation of heaviness, an undesirable increase in overall fluid intake, and occasionally even mild indigestion, all of which are counterproductive to the goal of restful sleep. The overarching objective here is to gently yet effectively nourish the body, not to excessively distend or overburden it. A solitary, perfectly timed banana can prove to be far more efficacious in promoting profound sleep than an entire plateful of the fruit hastily consumed. Adhering to the principle of moderation ensures that the stomach remains light and comfortable, while the bladder maintains its calm, quiescent state throughout the entire night. The condition of the banana, specifically its ripeness, profoundly influences how your body assimilates and responds to it. A perfectly ripe banana, distinguished by its vibrant yellow peel adorned with a scattering of small appealing brown spots, offers the quintessential balance of maximum nutritional content coupled with superlative digestibility. Conversely, if the banana is consumed when it is still excessively green, its higher starch content can regrettably precipitate uncomfortable gas and bloating, which in turn may exert undesirable pressure upon the bladder, leading to discomfort. Conversely, if the banana is allowed to become overly ripe and acquire a mushy consistency, its increased sugar content may result in a sudden and unwelcome spike in blood sugar levels, potentially disturbing the delicate architecture of your sleep later in the night. In the bustling local markets pervading India, one will frequently observe bananas presented in various stages of ripeness. The judicious choice is to select those that appear visually fresh, feel firm to the touch, and are ideally poised for consumption within a day or so. This deceptively simple selection can contribute immeasurably to a far more restful and comfortable evening. Furthermore, the temperature at which the banana is consumed also plays a subtle yet significant role. For many seniors, chilled bananas, freshly retrieved from the cool embrace of a refrigerator, may seem undeniably refreshing, particularly during the oppressive heat of warmer climates. However, fruits consumed at a cold temperature possess the potential to irritate the sensitive lining of the bladder and can, moreover, slow down the digestive processes in older adults, whose systems are often already operating with reduced metabolic efficiency. Consuming the banana at room temperature ensures that the stomach remains comfortably warm, thereby facilitating a smooth and efficient absorption of its vital nutrients. Should you have opted to store bananas in the refrigerator to prolong their freshness, a prudent practice is to remove them at least 30 minutes prior to consumption, allowing them to gently acclimatize. This thoughtful act can be metaphorically conceptualized as permitting the fruit to awaken to the same ambient warmth as your own body, thereby promoting optimal integration. In the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda, the consumption of warm or room temperature foods during the evening hours is frequently recommended for precisely this physiological rationale. Crucially, a banana is most advantageously enjoyed on its own, as a solitary culinary experience rather than being combined with other potentially disruptive accompaniments. It is particularly inadvisable to pair it with cold, milk, strong, stimulating tea, or other water-rich fruits such as watermelon or cucumber. The act of combining the banana with heavy liquids or other watery foods in the evening substantially increases the overall fluid load on the bladder and regrettably may entirely negate the very benefits you are diligently seeking to achieve. This particular habit is, ironically, quite commonplace in numerous Indian homes. A banana consumed with a cup of milk before bedtime is often erroneously believed to be a wholesome and beneficial practice, when in actuality it frequently serves to disturb the delicate patterns of sleep. Consequently, it is strongly advised to regard your evening banana as a small, standalone snack, a conscious and thoughtful gift you bestow upon your body, completely devoid of any distracting or counterproductive interferences from other foodstuffs. However, for those desiring to introduce variety or enhance the nutritional profile of their banana consumption, smart pairings can indeed offer added benefits. A small handful of lightly roasted almonds, for example, makes for an excellent companion. Almonds are naturally abundant in magnesium, a mineral that works synergistically with potassium to promote muscle relaxation and soothe agitated nerves. This thoughtful combination possesses the capacity to render your evenings even more profoundly peaceful and your nights considerably deeper. It is imperative, however, to maintain a modest portion size. A mere 5 to 7 almonds are entirely sufficient. Seniors in Gujarat, for instance, often relish this particular pairing in the early evening, finding it both deeply satisfying and remarkably gentle on their digestive systems. This mindful and deliberate approach thus transforms a seemingly simple snack into a highly targeted and effective step towards achieving demonstrably better sleep quality. Even the most intrinsically healthy foods can inadvertently work against your physiological well-being if consumed in an inappropriate manner. Common mistakes that undermine the banana's benefits include eating it too close to actual bedtime, pairing it inappropriately with beverages like stimulating tea, or consuming an excessive quantity, typically more than 2 bananas, in a single sitting. Any of these errors can regrettably lead to an unwelcome sensation of heaviness, increased acidity, or ironically, an exacerbation of excessive urination during the night. Another frequently encountered error involves consuming bananas when one already feels noticeably bloated or uncomfortably full from dinner, an act which can only serve to amplify gastrointestinal discomfort. The fundamental key to unlocking the banana's full potential lies in providing your body with the precisely right food at the meticulously right time and in the judiciously right amount. A keen awareness of these seemingly minor errors can significantly assist you in deriving the full intended benefit from the banana without inadvertently creating any unforeseen or undesirable problems. Consider the enlightening case of Ramesh, a distinguished 72-year-old gentleman hailing from Nagpur who, for many years, had habitually consumed bananas accompanied by a glass of cold milk every single night, under the firm conviction that this practice would inherently fortify his body. Instead of the anticipated strengthening, he consistently found himself waking twice or even thrice to urinate, consequently feeling perpetually tired and unrefreshed every morning. However, upon adopting the simple yet profound change of eating just 1 ripe banana at 6:30 p.m., entirely unaccompanied by milk, and meticulously avoiding any other watery foods thereafter, his sleep patterns underwent a dramatic and rapid transformation within the span of a single week. He began by waking only once during the night, and remarkably, soon thereafter, he was achieving an entirely uninterrupted night's sleep. His mornings began to feel perceptibly lighter, his mood significantly brighter, and his daily walks considerably easier and more enjoyable. Ramesh's compelling narrative stands as irrefutable proof that even a seemingly minor adjustment in daily habit possesses the astonishing power to fundamentally restore profound rest and invigorated energy in the later, cherished years of life. By making a conscious and informed choice regarding the optimal time, appropriate quantity, ideal ripeness, and judicious pairing for your banana, you are engaging in an act far more profound than merely consuming a fruit. You are actively working in harmonious concert with your body's intrinsic and evolving natural needs. This mindful and deliberate approach grants your bladder a much-needed opportunity for serene rest, allows your nerves to achieve a state of profound calm, and affords your sleep the precious chance to deepen into its most restorative stages. The initial change may appear gentle, but its ultimate impact possesses the extraordinary potential to be truly life-changing. To further ensure the banana's efficacy in promoting peaceful sleep, it is equally important to be discerning about foods to avoid after 7 p.m. Firstly, certain acidic fruits, such as oranges, pineapples, and grapes, while generally regarded as healthy, can clandestinely disrupt your bladder's tranquility during the night. These fruits are inherently rich in natural acids that possess the potential to irritate the delicate lining of the bladder, particularly in seniors whose urinary tract is often more sensitive due to age. This irritation frequently engenders a false, premature sense of urgency, compelling you to awaken even when the bladder is barely half full. An anecdote from an auntie in Chennai illustrates this perfectly. Her consistent habit of consuming pineapple slices after dinner invariably led to her waking at 2 a.m. However, upon simply relocating her pineapple consumption to lunchtime, her sleep quality demonstrably improved within mere days. It is therefore advisable to relish these acidic fruits before 2 p.m. to proactively avert nighttime discomfort and allow your evening banana to perform its beneficial work undisturbed. Secondly, watery foods, including watermelon, thin soups, and rasam, may impart a sensation of lightness but significantly contribute to your body's overall fluid load, particularly if ingested after sunset. Dishes like slices of watermelon, clear broths, or a comforting bowl of rasam, while seemingly innocuous, can silently and steadily fill the bladder over the ensuing hours. This physiological process explains why many elders find themselves awakening around midnight, even if their direct water intake has been minimal. A retired teacher in Pune, for instance, ceased her late evening habit of consuming rasam and subsequently observed a marked reduction in her nocturnal trips to the bathroom. The optimal solution is straightforward. Enjoy these high water content dishes earlier in the day and consciously strive to keep your evenings lighter and notably drier. This strategic adjustment ensures that your bladder remains calm and quiescent, allowing the benefits derived from your banana to persist undisturbed. Thirdly, diuretic drinks encompassing common beverages like tea, coffee, and green tea naturally stimulate the kidneys to work at an accelerated pace, consequently producing a greater volume of urine. All three of these beverages possess mild diuretic properties, which, even in small quantities, can be sufficiently potent to disrupt your night's essential rest. For seniors, even a modest cup consumed as early as 6 p.m. can regrettably precipitate awakenings at 1 or 2 a.m. An uncle in Ahmedabad wisely replaced his customary evening chai with warm water and subsequently began to experience noticeably deeper and more consistent sleep. If you derive enjoyment from these stimulating drinks, it is highly recommended to shift their consumption to the morning or early afternoon hours. In the evening, it is far more beneficial to opt for calming alternatives, such as warm milk or soothing herbal infusions entirely devoid of caffeine, thereby ensuring that your body remains in a truly restful and serene state throughout the entire night. Fourthly, salty foods, including popular items like papad, various pickles, and heavily salted curries, can surreptitiously increase thirst, prompting you to drink more water after dinner, which in turn inevitably contributes to filling the bladder during the sleeping hours. Foods laden with excessive salt can unwittingly initiate this detrimental chain reaction without your immediate awareness. In Rajasthan, a region where papad constitutes a ubiquitous dinner accompaniment, many elders unknowingly exacerbate their nighttime urination problems. Judiciously reducing the salt content in evening meals, or ideally entirely avoiding these highly salted items, can significantly aid your banana in fulfilling its intended sleep-enhancing role. Instead, It is preferable to opt for lightly seasoned vegetables or delicately steamed dishes that provide satisfaction without inducing excessive thirst later in the night. Finally, a common yet counterproductive habit to reconsider is the just-in-case drink before bed. Many seniors habitually consume a glass of water before retiring under the well-intentioned but often misguided belief that it might assuage any potential thirst during the night. While seemingly harmless, this practice frequently leads to premature bladder signals, regrettably truncating valuable sleep. A senior in Delhi, for instance, replaced her customary nightly glass of water with just 2 small sips and remarkably observed that she could sleep an additional 3 hours without any nocturnal awakenings. Your banana, when consumed at the appropriate time, already comprehensively supports your bladder and nerves. Introducing unnecessary fluid at bedtime merely creates additional, unneeded work for your body. It is wise to trust your body's intrinsic wisdom to signal if it genuinely requires water, and to maintain pre-sleep drinking at an absolute minimum. By diligently avoiding these specific foods and habits after 7 p.m., you effectively furnish your body with the optimal conditions for profound and restorative rest. Your bladder will remain significantly calmer, your digestion notably lighter, and your evening banana will be empowered to deliver its full intended benefit, culminating in a night of peaceful, deeply uninterrupted sleep. We have embarked upon a comprehensive journey together, exploring the simple yet extraordinarily potent truth that the mindful consumption of a banana, implemented with precise methodology, holds the key to facilitating peaceful, uninterrupted sleep throughout the entire night, entirely unmarred by the repeated, frustrating trips to the bathroom that insidiously rob you of your precious rest. This is not a convoluted or arcane remedy, nor does it necessitate the acquisition of exorbitantly priced medicines or the engagement in complex, invasive treatments. At its core, this profound wisdom revolves around the critical elements of judicious timing, appropriate portion control, and a heightened state of conscious awareness. These are not grand revolutionary alterations, but rather subtle, gentle changes that possess the capacity to make an overwhelmingly significant and positive difference in the quality of your life. Already, countless elders spanning the diverse topography of India have personally borne witness to these remarkable results, awakening each morning with an invigorating surge of energy, a perceptible lightness in their legs, and an inspiring clarity of mind. You too are invited to embrace and experience this newfound calm and profound comfort. Your body, even after traversing the passage of 60 or 70 years, continues to respond with immense gratitude and profound appreciation when it is treated with consistent care and mindful consideration. It inherently retains the innate wisdom of how to rest deeply, how to meticulously heal and rejuvenate overnight, and how to greet the dawn with an inherent and formidable reservoir of strength. For decades, you have stoically borne the considerable weight of numerous responsibilities and unwavering commitments. Now the time has truly arrived to permit your body to gracefully receive the very kindness, nurturing, and compassionate attention it has so consistently and selflessly bestowed upon others throughout your life. By thoughtfully choosing a banana at the optimally designated time as a conscious alternative to heavy or irritating foodstuffs, you are extending to your body a gentle yet profoundly impactful gift. In a language far more eloquent than words, your body will convey its gratitude through the tangible blessings of unbroken sleep and truly refreshed, vibrant mornings. I extend an earnest and heartfelt invitation for you to embark on this simple experiment for just 3 consecutive days. Select one perfectly ripe banana in the early evening hours, diligently adhere to the straightforward guidelines we have comprehensively discussed, and then, with keen observation, watch closely. Pay meticulous attention to how your nights begin to feel, whether you experience fewer awakenings, and how your mornings are subtly but significantly transformed. Deliberately observe your energy levels, assess your prevailing mood, and even notice any enhancement in your intrinsic ability to savor the small, exquisite joys that punctuate your day. This transformative journey is not about striving for an unattainable perfection, but rather about the profound process of observing, learning, and intimately understanding the nuanced signals emanating from your own magnificent body. A mere 3 days can indeed mark the auspicious genesis of a deeply beneficial habit that will continue to serve and enrich you for many cherished years to come. Should this profound message resonate deeply within you or inspire you to embark upon this empowering course of action, I warmly encourage you to simply type the word HOPE in the comment section. Your singular word possesses the quiet yet immense power to uplift and encourage another senior who may be silently grappling with the pervasive burden of sleepless nights. Furthermore, I urge you to share this invaluable video with a cherished friend, a supportive neighbor, or a beloved family member who stands to benefit immensely from its wisdom. And of course, please do subscribe to this channel so that we may continue our shared journey along this illuminating path of gentle, scientifically substantiated wisdom together, forging a community of informed and empowered individuals. May tonight be infused with profound calm. May your sleep be deeply restorative, and may your mornings unfold with a warmth and comforting embrace as profound and satisfying as your very first, cherished sip of chai enjoyed beneath the gentle burgeoning light of the rising sun.